Every year, developers ask the same question: is React dead? Then a new framework appears. People get excited, Twitter explodes, and YouTube fills up with videos saying React is finished. And somehow React survives every single time. But now it's 2026. We have AI coding tools, we have Next.js, we have Svelte, Vue, and we have server components, and the front-end ecosystem is changing faster than ever. So the real question is, if you were starting today, would React still be worth learning? Let's find out. I've been hearing React is dying for years. First it was Angular, then Vue, then Svelte, then Solid.js. Now every few months a new framework appears and people immediately claim it will replace React. But when we stop listening to hype and look at actual adoption, the picture becomes very different. React remains one of the most widely used front-end technologies in the world. Millions of websites and applications depend on it. Companies have invested years and sometimes millions of dollars into React code bases, and those companies are not rewriting everything next week. That's an important lesson. Technology popularity on social media and technology adoption in real businesses are often completely different things. Let's talk about jobs, because honestly, most people aren't learning React for fun. They're learning it because they want opportunities, and React still dominates front-end job listings. If you search for front-end positions, React appears far more frequently than most alternatives. That doesn't mean Vue or Angular are bad. It simply means React has a massive installed base. Thousands of companies already use React. Thousands of companies need React developers, and thousands of them need developers to maintain existing React applications. Even if React stopped growing tomorrow, the demand would still exist for many years. Think about it. There are still developers maintaining jQuery applications. React is nowhere near that stage. Now, here's where things get interesting. The React of 2026 is not the React many people learned years ago. Back then, React was mostly components, props, state, and hooks. Pretty straightforward, right? Today, the ecosystem looks different. Now, developers hear terms like server components, actions, streaming, server rendering, React compiler, Vue transitions, Next.js app router, and so on. So React has evolved beyond being just a UI library. It is becoming part of a larger application architecture. For some developers, that's exciting. For others, it's frustrating because React is no longer only about building interfaces. Modern React increasingly involves understanding where code runs, how data is fetched, and how server and client work together. Now, here's something most people don't talk about: AI. Think about tools like ChatGPT, GitHub Copilot, Cursor, Cloud, and other coding assistants. What front-end frameworks do they most often generate? React. Why? Because React has one of the largest ecosystems, largest documentation bases, and largest amount of training data available online. This creates a powerful feedback loop. More developers use React, more content gets created, AI learns from that content, AI generates more React code, more developers learn React, the cycle continues. Now let's be fair. React is not perfect. In fact, React has several weaknesses. First, the ecosystem can feel overwhelming. A beginner asks, how do I build a React app? And suddenly they hear Vite, Next.js, Remix, TanStack, React Router, server components, React compiler. It's easy to feel lost. And second, modern React has become more complex. 10 years ago, you could learn React and feel productive quickly. Today, there are more architectural decisions than ever. Third, some newer frameworks offer a smoother developer experience. Svelte, for example, is often praised for simplicity. Vue is frequently praised for approachability. These competitors are genuinely good technologies. So React is not winning because alternatives are bad. React is winning because its ecosystem is enormous. Now, what about React 19 in the future? React continues to evolve. React 19 introduced features focused on forms, async operations, actions, and better handling of modern applications workflows. And React development is still very active. New releases continue to arrive. The project is actively maintained, and the ecosystem keeps moving forward. That's an important sign. Dead technologies don't receive this level of investment. Dead technologies don't have millions of weekly downloads. They don't drive such a large ecosystem. So should you learn React in 2026? My answer is yes, but with a condition. Don't learn React as your entire identity. Learn React as a tool. The real goal is becoming a software developer, not a React developer. Learn JavaScript deeply, learn APIs, learn databases, learn architecture, learn how AI tools can improve your workflow, then use React as one of the tools in your toolbox. Because frameworks come and go, fundamentals stay. If React disappears one day, the developers who understand fundamentals will adapt. The developers who only memorize React tutorials will struggle. So, is React worth learning in 2026? Absolutely. Is it the only option? No. Is it perfect? Definitely not. But if your goal is getting a front-end job, building real-world applications, or working with one of the largest ecosystems in web development, React remains one of the safest investments you can make. The React of 2026 is different. It's bigger, it's more complex, it's more server-oriented, but it's also more powerful than ever. Now I'm curious, if you were starting from zero today, would you learn React, Vue, Angular, Svelte, or something completely different? Let me know in the comments, and if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe to Codiarch for more programming and developer career content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.